And we're live.
Yeah, I mean, the first time you smoke pot, who gets that talkative? Really?
That's what they said. I think I've told this story before. I've only smoked pot twice in my life. Both times were out of country in the Dominican Republic. And I think it was really low quality weed. I don't know much about weed. The first time they said I got really talkative, but I maintain that I just am really talkative. And the guy that I was arguing with was intentionally pushing all my buttons. I remember it was this conversation about Wild West. You know, you count the 10 and you shoot the pistol. Is it a showdown? What the hell do they call that?
A duel.
Sure, duel. Anyway, he was like, your reaction time is faster than the time that you decide to do it. So the guy who waits for the other guy actually has the advantage. That was his standpoint. And I'm like, no, but the starting times are not the same. Like, you're reacting to all that time it took me to decide to pull it doesn't even count in the equation because you're second place in this decision-making process.
This is a very high discussion. You're right.
Yes. Anyway, they were like, Woody, you're talking so much. You're obviously high. And I'm like, I feel nothing. This does nothing for me. And this guy is making a really terrible argument that I can't seem to let go. I don't think this is a weed thing. And then the next time I felt sick, really sick. So I didn't know, I didn't really have a weed mentor. Everyone was just smoking and so I took this really the biggest inhale I could off of an apple bong, I guess. The apple whatever.
And they were some high rollers, huh?
We didn't have the tools, you know. They had a idea, which was a website where you insert the things you can find around the house, and then they'll be like, well, you're just like a ballpoint pen away from a bong, and where you could engineer that. So anyway,
just go to any high school and ask anyone, and they'll.
As a website, though, wouldn't it be fun to be like, I've got a paperclip, an old watch, a coffee cup, an apple, and a big pen?
Yeah.
Oh, that exists?
Yeah, there's an app for that.
Okay.
Really?
Well, we thought we were really clever. But I felt terrible. And I felt nauseous. I was coughing even long after I'd stopped smoking it. And I'd spent my time sitting on a curb with my head between my knees waiting for it to pass.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Usually weed is good for nausea. Had you had any alcohol?
No.
Okay. Well, then that is strange.
Yeah.
How much of the apple did you eat?
No, I forget how.
What if Woody did that? What if they passed him the apple all loaded up and he just went, oh, it's awful.
I got a bunch of leaves.
An apple, I keep calling it a bong, but bong means there's water in it, right?
Yeah, it's a pipe. I would imagine. Maybe
okay.
Sort of made a pipe out of
an apple, and maybe a pen was involved. Or maybe a pen was involved in the making
to connect.
They poured it out with the thing, and then they stuck it in through the side to make the little chamber thing.
I've actually never smoked out of an apple. Because pipes are so cheap, the little glass
Get on my level,
bowls.
Kyle.
They're $5 or something like that.
We were out of country,
smoke out of a banana once, and it was disgusting. First of all, he was like, yo, I'm just smoking out of a banana. It's all right, whatever, man. And he's you light it on top of where the weed is in the banana with a hole. So the banana fruit is still in there, just a cord, and then there's the peel is still on it. Immediately all the waxy banana melds with everything in there, and it just becomes a he didn't do that.
Pipes can be gross too, though. My drug dealer's bong was the grossest thing I've ever seen. I just remember being like, you ever clean that thing? And he'd just be like, oh yeah, all the time. And I'm just, God damn. He had a big one, maybe, I mean, I did too, but it was 3 foot tall bong. And the entire inside of it was black and gross. Who was it I made clean their bong? I'm trying to think.
I'm going to guess white boy.
No, we were smoking out of my stuff then. We always smoked out of my bowls when me and White Boy would smoke.
I had a funny justification for smoking pot. It was I forget how old Hope was, but it's Hope is 12 now. You know, she's going to be pressured to try this. I should know what I'm talking about. This is just good parenting right here.
Hope, I need you to ask whoever the coolest guy at school is.
Again, I was in the Dominican Republic, but it was I feel like I'm parenting from a position of ignorance, and I need to know what's up. I still don't know really what's up, but that was the thought process.
No wonder you had a bad experience. Maybe shitty ditchweed. If we ever make it out to a Colorado trip, Kyle will point out exactly the amount of the gummy bear to enjoy.
Which is stupid. Yeah. I'm told that edibles are not for rookies, that they're not the
like, if anything, like the least harsh thing that you could try would be a vape pen. Like you can buy these one-use vape pens. Like they basically give you the pen for like free if you buy the liquid that goes in it. So you'll pay like $25 for like a milliliter of liquid, and the pen is $1 more. And you sort of use it's like an eye drop bottle. It's like comes in something like this Visine, and you sort of doop 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 fill the thing up, and it's not harsh at all. It's vapor. And
You wouldn't even need that. Like they were just like jewels, like the little,
those are the thing.
Those where you can buy them, and it's just like a one hit thing. Like you just hit it and it has it in there. You don't need to reload. You just throw it away when you're done. I bought a couple of those that I got through when I was in Colorado last time. Those are great.
It's like a Keurig made pot.
Yeah. And they're really good for like on the go smoking. We took one of those to putt, and it worked out really well.
Did I tell you guys when I was in Colorado, we went on that hike with my cousin and this mushroom head guide?
No.
So basically we went, we were in Colorado and we were like, all right, we're going to, I think it was Colorado Springs. They had this big long hike that my cousin was excited about because he lives up there. And he's like, I don't know it that well. I know people rave about it. But I got a buddy who he and his dog do it all the time. And so we get there. My cousin, he's a little hippie-ish, a few years older than me, still like living like a wild child. And we get to this place, and I know immediately who his friend is because it is the most hippie looking person with like the shaggiest dog. He's got a weed pipe on a necklace around his in a necklace of a weed pipe. His shirt has a bunch of psychedelic mushrooms on it, and he starts taking us through the woods. And like he's stopping. I think he was high on mushrooms. He said he wasn't, but he was stopping and looking at every mushroom for a decent amount of time and explaining how he was a mycology major and like studying mushrooms and how much he wants to grow mushrooms, and how actually he was very Joe Rogan-esque on mushrooms, or it was like, actually it's the best thing ever and it's so powerful. I'm on mushrooms right now. You wouldn't believe, like that kind of thing. He was the slowest fucking guide because he would just make his way around the woods looking under logs and things for mushrooms. It ended up working out okay because he, I think we ended up leaving him because he was spending too much time on mushrooms.
Where I go paragliding in Florida, it's behind a boat, they tow you up. There's cow farms there. Apparently some of the guys run around the cow farms and get like edible mushrooms. They grow in the cow patties. Do you guys know anything about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard that it grows in cow patties and you can get psychedelic mushrooms that way.
Yeah, I guess there are some pilots that have the extra. Like I'm always since I was a little kid, I was told don't eat mushrooms, never eat mushrooms.
Yeah,
it takes a high level expertise. You can't just look at a picture of a mushroom and know what you're getting. Like I don't know, it takes a high level of expertise to know which ones are safe. And but apparently these guys possess that level of expertise, and they go out and they find mushrooms in the cow poo, which sounds like it sucks. Another fun fact about the cows, and I really should get video of it. There's like separate but equal cow pens. As you drive down the road, all the white ones are to the right and all the black ones are to the left. And there are no mixing of these cows.
As it should be.
I'm like,
just an autistic farmer.
and the black cows are kind of overcrowded, and the white cows have all this elbow room.
We got too many black cows over there. We need to breed the white cows faster, or get rid of some of the black cows. They have to be even. They have to be just like a Rain Man farmer.
I don't know. I don't know what happens if the black cow. I assume it's a breeding thing, but
yeah, I'm sure.
But like, what if you get black cows and white cows breed, or
maybe the bird?
You still get cows, right?
Cow.
Yeah. Chocolate milk comes from
That's
there.
how that works. And chocolate milk. There are literally people who believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Yeah, they're children.
No, they are not all children.
Who's the oldest person you've talked to that thought that chocolate?
25.
Okay, who's the oldest man you've talked to?
Like 25.
All right,
okay.
Not named Jeremy.
It's funny though. All right, who's the oldest man you've talked to? Oh, 7.
We figured that out quick.